Hey everybody, how are you? I'm going to make a couple things today. It won't take long. I'm going to make my sugar-free jam with chia seeds, and I'm going to make my sugar-free cocoa to restock because I used it all, so it needs to be stocked up. So I got everything set. I'm at a different angle today, but that way I can do everything right here and see you guys. So I'm going to do the cocoa powder first so we can just blend it up. So it's 1 bag of non-fat dried milk, powdered milk. I'm just going to put that in there. And then it's a half a cup of, let me look at my, half a cup of cocoa. Now, I give it like a heaping. If you can see that, I do like a heaping, half of a cup. Put that right in. And then 1 cup of your choice of sweetener. I use monk fruit because the ratio to ratio is the same as sugar, so that's what I use. And in it goes. And then we're just gonna That's it. And then I just store it in a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, and that will probably last me till next winter. So I just literally ran out of this. So that's all you have to do. That's all I do. Sometimes I put in a box if I want to. It just depends. It's up to you. Sometimes I'll use a box of sugar-free instant jello in with it also. But today I just making it like that today. So next is my jam. So now you just need a bottle or a jar. I only make a small batch of this because it is only good for 2 weeks because there's no preservatives in this. So I always make a small batch. So put your eye on. And I always do it like on medium heat, like a 4.5 or a 5. I have a cup and a half of frozen strawberries, but I put them in the microwave to thaw them out just a little bit. So in they go in the pan. And then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Whoa. That's what you call fumble fingers this morning. So 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And, oh, I need my monk fruit. Hold on. Okay, you're going to need 3 tablespoons of monk fruit. Now you can use monk fruit, you can use honey, whatever you prefer. So 3 tablespoons of that. And then we're going to let this cook for a little bit. It doesn't take very long. I'm looking for my masher. This is what I want. I use my hamburger masher to mash down my berries. Like I said, I thaw them a little bit, but they're not like super thawed. So if you mash it down a little bit, it helps it to cook more. Plus, it chops your berries up and they're not like whole. I had somebody ask me the other day, is all you cook with is sugar? And I was like, no, but I cook for me and I cook for other people. So these are things that I eat. So, and I use my cocoa a lot. And the jam, I like it on my bagels. You can put it on anything. You can put it on cream of wheat, oatmeal, whatever you want. We're saying we have a low, slow connection. Oh, there it goes. It's good. So you just gonna let this cook for a little bit, and then it's gonna start to, once it starts to boil, then you add in 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. That's gonna thicken it, and it'll thicken it overnight. You don't have to do anything else to it. So I hope everybody had a wonderful new year. We did. I'm gonna take my tree down today. I started last night. I started taking all my ornaments off of it, but now I got to get the ladder out, and Bud's gonna have to help me get it down because it's an 8-foot tree, so it's pretty big. It'll take me all day to get all my houses and everything put away. It usually takes me 2 days to put it up, and I don't like taking it down, so it takes me forever. I already got one tree down though. I had another tree out in my in the playroom. Aubriella and I took it down the other day, so we're just waiting for this to come to a boil. And as soon as it comes to a boil, then you add the seeds and let it simmer for about a minute, and then it's done. Probably get back on here tomorrow and do something with, I gotta blend up, I'm out of cottage cheese, so I gotta blend it up. And I know we did a pizza crust and we did bagels, but I'm gonna have to make bagels again. And I might make biscuits or scones with the cottage cheese. I'm on live. You can come in though if you want. Nay's making jelly. Would you like some bacon after I'm done?
Yeah.
Okay. Liam's awake. Aiden came by last night. He's leaving today. So he's back off to college. So we'll miss him. He'll be gone for, well, we probably won't see him for 3 months. So, okay, we're starting to get there. We figured these berries were cold, so. Everybody must be resting. It's very quiet out today. My sister's birthday's coming up and Liam's birthday's coming up. They're the same day. So he needs to pick a cake. I told him he needs to pick a cake. So when I go to do his cake, I'll do that on the live for sure. Now, you can even, with the blended cottage cheese, you can put this on it and have like a yogurt type thing, because it is like a yogurt. So you can do that too. Okay, we're starting to boil. It's a poppin'. You guys see the red eye? Okay, so we're going to get our chia seeds out. Like I said, we're going to need 3 tablespoons. One, 2, 3. All right, and then you're just going to stir those in. And if you've ever used chia seeds before, they kind of float to the top until you get them mixed in pretty good. So you just got to keep stirring them. So you just have to keep stirring them and stirring them until they go in. I think, can you hear it? Yeah. So Alexa, set the timer for 1 minute. So after you put the chia seeds in, you let it go for 1 minute, boiling. Starting to thicken up. If you've ever made overnight oats with chia seeds, I have a lot. So when you wake up, like when you first put them in, it's like runny, but when you wake up in the morning, it's like super, super thick. So this is the same way. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Gotta put something out in it. So we're going to use the Alexa stop. So we're going to put 1 teaspoon of the vanilla bean paste. There we go. Get that stirred in. And that's it. So then you just, your clean jar, it's all done. Let me move this out of the way because it's hot. Just pour it in. Now, you can see it. So, the recipe I have, it says it's good for 2 weeks. So that's why I only make a small batch, because I'm the only one eating it. So, like I said, it'll thicken up over morning. So, best thing to do is just put your lid on and just let it sit on the counter until it comes to room temperature, and it'll lock your lid down, and then it's good for 2 weeks, and that's it. That's the strawberry chia seed jam. You can use any frozen fruit, or if you have fresh berries, you can do fresh berries. So I'll give the recipe again. It was 3 tablespoons of monk fruit or honey, whichever you prefer. 1 to 2 tablespoons, and I use 2, lemon juice, a cup of frozen berries, and then after it comes to a boil, you put 3 tablespoons of chia seeds and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And that's all you need for that. The cocoa, which is right here, is a package of powdered milk, 1 package, 1 cup of monk fruit, a half a cup of cocoa heaping, and that's all I put in this one. And if you want to add a box of sugar-free instant pudding, you can also do that. And both ways taste great. So I make a protein shake every morning, and it's coffee, and then my cocoa collagen, and then I always put 2 teaspoons of this in, and after I make my espresso, I put it all in there and I whip it up, so it's more chocolatey. So, and that's what I like. So, but anyway, that's what I did today. I'm gonna take my tray down, and maybe you guys will try this. I think you'll like it if you try it. I like it, so give it a try. You might like it if you're a diabetic or you have to watch what your intake is. This is a good thing for both of them. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.